background noise into the classroom, see if that affects their concentration and reading ability. And then we'll place a high background noise to them, and we'll see if that affects their concentration even more. So we have three groups in this case. Note that we have a gender, a sex variable, and in the future we're going to see if gender is a factor in reading scores. But for now we're just going to do a one-way ANOVA. So we're going to ignore the gender of these children and just see if the background noise is going to be a factor in their reading scores. The null hypothesis states that there is no difference between the reading scores of children in any background noise whatsoever. It doesn't have any effect on them. We're devising an experiment to find out if it does. And because we've got three groups, if we had a low noise and a high noise, we've got a t-test. But because we have a low noise level, a medium noise level, and a high noise level, we've suddenly got an ANOVA. So here's how to do the analysis. We go to the, I'll just tidy my desktop up a little bit. We go to the analyze, compare means. So we're still within our one sample t-test, independent sample, paired sample t-test environment. We're doing a means comparison. Still under that umbrella. And our simple statistics. One-way ANOVAs. And here's that dialog box that we saw in the PowerPoint slideshow. We need to find out, well, what are we testing? What is our test variable? What are we testing? Well, it's the score variable, isn't it? We're testing those scores of the children. So I'm going to grab the reading score, and that is dependent. Well, what is the factor? What's going to be a factor in this? Well, we're checking if noise level is a factor in the reading scores. So that makes sense in this dialog box to me. If noise level is a factor, and so on. I'm not going to click OK though, because that will not provide me with some important things that we need. SPSS is always tempting you to click OK, when in actual fact I'm going to click on a few options first of all. I always and will encourage you to have a poke around these dialog boxes, at least if it's the first time you've done one-way ANOVAs today. So next time you do it, remember those checkboxes perhaps, so you don't have to poke around it. But it's also worth having a look just to see, well, it will jog your memory a little bit. So you don't always have to refer to your notes. Well, oh yes, I'll have some descriptive statistics, no problem. I need the homogeneity of variance test. I wish that said Levine's test, but it doesn't, but you know what it is. And a means plot, well, okay, I'll draw a chart of these, why not? Nothing can come up from that, no problem can come up asking for a means plot there. So I'm going to click continue, fantastic, and click OK. We've got ourselves an ANOVA. So it's worth poking around, it's worth having a look. Here we've got that first table that tells me our noise levels, our background noise levels of low, mid, moderate and high. We've got 16 children in each. We've got a mean reading score of children in a low noise environment is 62, in a